Hello, everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me. You can use the chat box. Use the chat box on YouTube. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. We're starting now. Please use the chat box on YouTube to confirm that you can hear me. Okay, I can see someone. I can see Agility and Oluwa. Okay, thank you for confirming that you can hear me. I can see Maria. Okay, beautiful. Let's wait for a few more responses and then we'll start. Okay, I can see Olatunde Oluwadamola. I can see Adedayo. All right, beautiful. Let's still wait for a few more responses, then we can start. Okay, I can see Amoriwa. I can see. All right. You can. I think what we can do is to get, everyone who has said something on the chat can drop a message on the WhatsApp group saying, guys, let's join in. We're starting now. Guys, let's join in. We're starting now. So that other people on the group can, join us. Oh, only the admin can send a message on the group. All right. I think the admin should quickly correct that. Or let me do that from my end so that send messages on. All right. So please try again. The setting has been changed. So please try again. You should be able to drop a message now. Can we hear me? The setting has been changed, so we can do that, to get other people to join the call quickly so that we can move. I still need a few more people to join us so that, we'll have a full class this evening. Okay, I can see some of us dropping messages on the group. Thank you so much. Okay, this is 6:08. I think we'll give it to 6:10 and then we'll start. Or anyone who doesn't join us from the beginning can always join us later so that we don't waste time. We have 1 minute to go and then we'll start. And if you are also, if you've joined us, you can share the link on your status for people who do not join the group. For people who still want to be part of the masterclass, you can just drop it in your status and then when we see it, you join in. All right, we still have 1 minute. I think it will be, yeah, this is 6:10. So we're starting right now. Right, we're starting right now. Please confirm again that you can hear me. Just say yes, 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 yes in the comment. Let me know that you can hear me. Just drop a yes to show that you can hear me. We'll be making use of the chat box a lot for this this masterclass we want to have. We'll be having some conversations. I'll be asking some questions and you guys will be answering. So let's get ready to use the chat. Yes, okay. I'm beginning to see the yeses. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I want to officially welcome you to the Intelligent Assistant Masterclass. For those who do not know, the IA Masterclass is the full meaning of the IA Masterclass is the Intelligent Assistant Masterclass. The Intelligent Assistant Masterclass. And you might be wondering why we use the word intelligent. The main reason we are using the word intelligent is because it takes a lot of intelligence to assist someone. It takes a lot of intelligence to assist someone. Someone needs help, and obviously you cannot get someone who doesn't know better than him or who doesn't know as much as he does, to help him. It will be foolishness to bring on board your team someone who doesn't know what they are doing, someone who cannot help you in any way. So that's why we are using the word intelligent, because it means that for you to assist someone, you yourself have to know exactly what you're doing. You have to be smart, you have to be intelligent enough to assist the person. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but an assistant is someone who's supposed to help another person be better or do better. Do you understand? So that's why we're using the word intelligence. If at any point in this, in this class, something comes home to you or there's a light bulb moment you get, you can just feel free to drop it in the chat box. I need to see all the engagement because it's also your vibe is going to help me. You understand? So we're doing this together. I'm not on my own. So if anything comes to your mind or something, something strikes you, just be free, drop it in the chat. All right. So quickly, I want to show us a little bit of what we'll be doing right here in this masterclass. We're looking at who a corporate assistant is, who can become a corporate assistant, what skills should you have as a corporate assistant, how much do corporate assistants earn. So a disclaimer quickly, we'll be using EA and CAs interchangeably on this call, and that's primarily because I'm an EA, an executive assistant. Don't worry, when we get into the class, you understand what I mean. But the overall or the general umbrella for this assistance thing is corporate assistance. You understand? So, how much do corporate assistants earn? What qualifications do you need? How long does it take to become one? What are the top services or skills to offer as an assistant? A quick peek into virtual assistants. That's the business of being a virtual assistant, how to make your own money. So how to become an executive assistant with no experience. And also, we have an exciting news for you at the end of this masterclass. All right. So if you are looking forward to this, can you just drop maybe drop an emoji or drop something in the chat to show that you're excited? And if you are yet to like this video or this masterclass right now going on YouTube, please like it right now, like it. And if you're yet to subscribe, just subscribe quickly so that we can move on. I want to see the liking and the subscription increasing right here on my screen. Yes, I can see the emojis going up. I can see the love. I can see the 100%. I'm still waiting for you to like and subscribe quickly, quickly, quickly. All right. I wish I thought about it earlier. I would have done a before and after, picture of myself on this slide so that you can see what I looked like when I was younger and what I look like right now. I've added a little weight, you know. I want to use it to pepper some people and say that I'm enjoying some money. That's why I've been able to add weight. I'm also enjoying peace of mind. I'm also enjoying a lot of rest because I work remotely. I'm just trying to whet your appetite, to see what you can gain by working as an assistant. Do you understand? So uh, I'm still waiting for the likes. I'm still waiting for the subscriptions. If you have subscribed and if you have liked, just drop a thumbs up in the chat box. If people are laughing, yes, so yes. My goal this evening is to convince you. My goal this evening is to, how do they say that thing in debate? With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that being a corporate assistant is the best thing to be, right? Yes. And if you looked at my LinkedIn page when I dropped my link on the WhatsApp group, I think yesterday, you would have seen one of my recent posts when I said being a corporate assistant is an underrated thing. So if you're yet to do that, you can just check me the after. Yes, convince and not to confuse you. Thank you, Yanolua. Yes, I'm seeing some thumbs up. I'm yet to see some likes. If you're yet to like, please do, because you people have seen it on YouTube videos now when they tell you to subscribe and like. Me, I want to join the bandwagon. You understand? So what's having a YouTube channel if you cannot get likes and subscriptions? So you guys help my ministry, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. So let's get right into it. I believe you guys would, you know, you guys like me. So you like my post and subscribe. All right, beautiful. Let's quickly do an introduction. And I want us to do this together, right? So I'm going to be talking about myself, but I also want you to introduce yourself in the chat. You get. So mention your name, what you currently do, where you live. So those three things: your name, what you currently do, where you live. Your name, what you currently do, and where you live. Your name, what you currently do, and where you live. So you can say Adiola, an executive assistant slash project manager, and I live in Lagos. So I want you guys to do the same quickly. I think network is lagging a bit because I am seeing your chat much later after I have spoken, but that's fine as long as the engagement are still coming in. Yes, so your name, what you do, and where you live. And let me add also, you can add your dream salary, your dream income. Maybe you want to earn 1 million naira per month, or you want to earn, dream big. You're allowed to dream big on this call. Nobody's going to punish you. Nobody's going to laugh at you. We are a community of people who dream big. Do you get dream big? Who dream big, and I want to encourage you to do that. When you keep saying it, it's going to happen. When you keep saying it, your mind becomes, used to it, accustomed to it, and you start seeing yourself taking steps in that direction. So please, in the comment section, just drop what your, apart from your name, what you currently do and where you live, add your dream income, your dream job, your dream salary, your dream, anything you want to do. You're allowed to dream big right here on this call. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of that. So let me quickly get into introduction. Who exactly am I? Who exactly am I? I'm going to give you my LinkedIn version, and then I'll tell you a little bit of, a little story just to, okay. So my name is Adiola Awodire, and I am an IT project manager or agile project manager. I'm an executive assistant. I'm an administration consultant. I am a writer. I'm a singer. I'm many things. I'm a mentor. I'm a coach. You know, plenty of things. God has given us so many things, so many abilities. All right, beautiful. I am seeing all those introductions coming in. I can see Olatunde Oluwadamilola. She's an executive assistant and she lives in Ibadan. I can see Boluwatife Akinmuyiwa. She's a data entry clerk in Nigeria. Beautiful. I can see Adida, your operations manager. She lives in Lagos. I can see Maria Ademefo. I don't know if I got that pronunciation correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a way to do that. I'm still waiting for other people to, drop their names, drop your introductions, and tell us more about yourself, your dreams, and all of that. So while you're doing that, I'm an agile project manager, a presentation designer. I'm a writer, a speaker. Okay. Maria is a travel consultant in finance. She lives in Ikorodu. $10,000 for a start. I love that. That's a big dream. I love that. I love that. For a start. Meaning that when you start growing in it, you can start talking about, $100,000. Don't let big money be small in your mouth. Don't let your mouth be too heavy to call some numbers. Get used to it, you understand? So that by the time you get there, they won't look at you like a newbie, like a JJC. All right. I can see Anolua. She's a legal practitioner. She resides in Ibadan. She can manage a million naira for now. All right. That's beautiful. I like that. Yes. So let me quickly move on while I'm waiting for people to send in their introductions. I studied nutrition and dietetics at Obafemi Awolowo University. I currently work as project manager at Mentor Led, which is a work experience accelerator, where we help people, transition from being a fresh learner in tech to getting experience that they can actually use, to work in a real life environment, to get the visibility they need, to get the visibility they need and to get jobs out there. So we simulate real life experiences for them, real life working environment where they get to work with each other on different products, different teams, and all of that. Yanolua is telling us that she's a French guru. Me, I cannot read what you wrote. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for translating from English to French so that anyone who watches this video after now can, if they are French speaking people, they can always read in French. Thank you. I'm still waiting for other people to drop theirs. So let me move on. Joy is a revenue assurance officer. That's a big one. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Glad to have you. Let me move on. About me. Thank you so much for stopping by my profile. That's my LinkedIn profile, by the way. I am. Yes. No, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm a passionate public speaker dedicated to inspiring transformation and helping individuals unlock their full potential. I strive to equip young people to grow and thrive, fostering creativity, growth, and purpose in every area of life. Through engaging talks and coaching, I aim to spark meaningful change rather, that lasts and stands the test of time. With over 6 years of experience as an executive assistant and project manager, I have a proven track record of supporting C-suite executives in tech and software development environment. I excelled in managing complex schedules, facilitating cross-functional collaboration, and streamlining processes through agile methodologies. I'm proficient in tools like Jira, Trello, and Scrum frameworks. I help teams optimize productivity and deliver high-impact projects from inception to completion. I'm also co-building the QA School, a leading institution in software testing training and quality assurance as a service. In this role, I focus on operational excellence and creating systems and structures that stand the test of time. I'm adaptable and proactive. I thrive in dynamic environments where innovation drives results. As a life coach, author, and writer, I am committed to encouraging purposeful living and empowering others to embrace their unique journeys. Let's connect and explore how we can collaborate to make a lasting impact together. I'm looking forward to meeting you. What are my top skills? Agile methodologies, project management, Scrum, Jira, and public speaking. I am sure, all right, Precious. She's an executive assistant and she lives in Ibadan. Nice to have you. Yeah, so I am sure that you have gained some things just by listening to me read my LinkedIn profile. And I did this deliberately. Deliberately because I'm trying to paint a picture in your mind of what your profile should look like, not just on LinkedIn now. When people ask you to send a bio of yourself, maybe you are invited to speak somewhere, or some anything, there might be a reason for you to send your bio. Something as short and powerful as this is what you need. Do you understand? It's straight to the point. It tells them a lot about you, and it shows them how they can get to work with you. It shows them your potential, shows them your skills, shows them every good thing about you, what you have to offer. So that's why I decided to put a screenshot of my profile, as my introduction. I have a much longer bio that talks more about other areas of my life, but for the purpose of this, class, I decided to use it. So I'm sure you've taken one or two things from this, so we can move. Okay, Ifeoluwa lives in Ibadan. She just got done with law school. Okay, I'm still trying to read the. Okay, she does some editing work, legal assistant, and part-time HR officer in the school. Beautiful, and she's looking forward to earning $5,000. That's a beautiful dream, and I believe strongly that all of us, will, our dreams will be achieved because they're all achievable as long as we follow a plan. So let's move again quickly. I will talk about a little bit of my journey. I don't want to take much time with this, but let me just quickly share that I want to share how I got into the executive assistant space. So right after NYSC in I think 2019, I finished NYC 2019 in Lagos. I finished from Umuahia, so I came back to Lagos, and then the pandemic hit, and we were all home. But immediately after the pandemic, I got a job, and I didn't get a job as an executive assistant. I got a job as a, let me say, an administrative slash operations intern. As at the time, I didn't know that what I was doing was called executive assistance, because I was literally working with the CEO. I was literally working with the CEO. And for the record, every of my jobs, every role I've ever been in my life, I've always directly worked with the boss or with the CEO. You understand? I've never really had to do much reporting to people, although I report to people, but 99% of my work experience has been working directly with executives, and I can tell you it's been a whole lot of learning, working directly with these great minds. Okay, Oluwa is a digital marketer and social media manager in View. She lives in Lagos. I like that you said it's in View. Okay, so I like I was saying, I didn't know that what I was doing was executive assistance. So I just literally helped the man. We worked together every day. Every morning I would resume at his office upstairs, and we would do a lot of work together. And mind you, that interview I had with the man, it didn't go as you think it went, because a normal interview that should get you the job is one that you at least do well, or impress them a little bit. But my brothers and my sisters, I cried. in front of my interviewer, in front of the boss. That's the man that eventually became my first official, boss. I cried in front of him and I was telling, he asked me why I was crying. You can go to my LinkedIn and read more about it. I don't want to take too much time. But the summary of the whole thing was I discovered right there and then that I didn't not want to work as a nutritionist because the interview was for being a nutritionist in the company. So right there and then I discovered that I didn't want to be one. And then I guess the man just liked me for whatever reason and decided that, they would find something for me to do. And that was how my journey into executive assistant started. And then I moved after 7 months, you know, of working with this first person. I moved to working with a tech entrepreneur. And I've worked with him for 3 years and 7 months now. And it's been a beautiful experience. I've also worked with international clients within the space of those 3 years and all of that. So that's that about me. So let's get right into it. Um, pardon me, I would like to um, quickly stop sharing my screen and share again because I need to update something quickly. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm sharing my screen again. Please let me know when you can see it. You can drop a thumbs up in the comments so that I can know that you are seeing my screen. Let me know when you're seeing my screen. Thank you very much. All right, beautiful. So let's move on. So who is a corporate assistant? A corporate assistant, is a professional who provides organizational, administrative, and strategic support within a corporate setting. They work closely with executives or teams to streamline operations, manage schedules, coordinate projects, and handle communications. So a corporate assistant is basically anyone who is assisting someone in a corporate setting. A corporate assistant is basically anyone who is assisting someone in a corporate setting. Do you understand? So please help me type that in the comment section so that I can know you're following me. A corporate assistant is anyone who is assisting another person in a corporate setting. I'm looking forward to seeing your chats. I want to know that you're with me and that you're getting it. Okay, so what are the key features of being a cooperative? I said a cooperative, sorry, a corporate assistant. You act as a bridge between your executives and other stakeholders. So, who are the executives or who are the people that you work with as a corporate assistant? Basically, anyone in a management level, like CEO, managing director, CFO, chief financial officer, COO, chief operations officer, any C-level executive or any management level executive, as long as, even if they are not in management level, as long as they request your help in corporate setting and you come and join them, you come on board as their assistant, it means you're a corporate assistant. So what exactly is what exactly does this corporate assistance entail? You are like a bridge between that executive or that person you are assisting and the stakeholders that the person is working with. So let's use Jeff Bezos as an example of the executive. Imagine you are Jeff Bezos' assistant. You get a job as Jeff Bezos' assistant, and you know what your job would be. All right, okay, I'm seeing you guys type. Yes, beautiful. What your job would be is to stand as a bridge between Jeff Bezos and his colleagues. His colleagues are a part of the stakeholders, clients, business partners, there are other parts of that stakeholder group. So you are a bridge between your executive or the person you're assisting and the stakeholders. So another key feature of this role being a corporate assistant is you're maintaining confidentiality and professionalism. You are playing a crucial role in ensuring smooth operations. Whatever the person is doing, just know that your job there is to ensure smooth operations, ensure professionalism, ensure the peak productivity of that person, ensuring that you are bringing out the best in that person. That's your job. Basically, that's your job. Your job is to bring out the best in whoever you are assisting. Imagine, you are supposed to assist someone, and you know the person is not getting the best out of it. The person is feeling like he still has to do all the work. The person feels so overwhelmed. Then your presence in that person's life or in that person's work life is not really being felt. So just know that you are standing as a bridge between the person and his stakeholders. You are helping the person to maintain peak productivity and professionalism, and you are helping to ensure smooth running of operations. Do you understand? So the next thing we're going to be looking at is the differences between corporate assistants. There are different types of assistants. You understand? There are different types of assistants, and that is what we are looking at right now. So I'm sure you can see it clearly on my screen, and if you cannot, I will be reading out so it's easy for you. So in the when we explain all of this, you can in the chat box just drop the category you think you want to belong to, or the category you think would fit you more. You understand? Yeah, so let's quickly move. The differences between assistants. We have executive assistant, we have personal assistant, we have technical assistant, we have virtual assistant. Although all of them are intertwined, sort of, but there are some little differences between all of them. So let me quickly start with the definition. An EA, executive assistant, is a highly skilled and trusted professional who provides comprehensive administrative, strategic, and logistical support to high-level executives within an organization. A PA provides personal and professional support to individuals or families managing their daily lives and errands. So there's a slight difference between executive assistant and personal assistant. The difference is that for an executive assistant, you don't get to be given some personal tasks like go and pick up my children, go to the market for me, help me buy this, help me do that. Anything that has to do with personal life or families is excluded from EA. So, but for personal assistant, it is a more robust or a more holistic, setting. Then for technical assistant, a technical assistant assists technical professionals with tasks requiring specific technical knowledge and expertise. I don't want to dwell much on this for now because we are still going to move into that when we are talking about the transferable skills. So let me quickly move into virtual assistant. Virtual assistant provides all of this. It might not be able to provide personal assistance because personal assistance requires more direct contact with family or with the person outside of work. So a virtual assistant provides remote administrative, technical, or creative assistance to businesses and or individuals. Please let me know if you can still hear me, to be sure that the Nigerian factor of network has not, shown us their true color. So the job description of an EA acts as an extension of the executive, managing their calendars, handling communications, organizing meetings and travel, preparing presentations, anticipating their needs. They may also participate in strategic planning discussions and confidential projects. EAs require strong communication, organization, time management, and interpersonal skills with a keen eye for detail and discretion. That's a whole lot for someone. So imagine you don't have all of this and you want to assist a C-level executive like a chief financial officer or a chief executive officer. You cannot function properly in this role without having all of these skills that we just summarized here. So PAs handle a wide range of tasks from scheduling appointments, managing travel arrangements, making personal purchases, to organizing social events, managing household staff, overseeing home maintenance. Excellent communication, interpersonal skills, discretion, and the ability to manage multiple tasks efficiently are crucial for PAs. TAs, that's technical assistants, they support engineers, scientists, or other technical specialists by conducting research, preparing reports, managing data, creating presentations, and troubleshooting technical issues. They possess strong technical skills in their specific field, coupled with analytical abilities and problem solving expertise. BAs offer a variety of services from managing email and calendars to conducting research, data entry, social media management, or graphic design. BAs work with um, multiple clients, requiring excellent communication, time management skills, and proficiency in various tools. All right. How many of us are beginning to see the differences between all of these? And are you beginning to see where or which of these options you might fall in? You can fall in one or two, or even all of them, depending on what you do and what you want to do. So you can just drop also if it's EA, TA, VA, or EA or PA that you want. You can drop, even if it's all of the above, you can drop it there in the chat to show your interest. Let's see what you want to do. Okay, so let's quickly move to work location. So obviously, EAs would definitely need to work, on site, especially if you're working with a very busy executive and you live in the same city, the same state, or the same country as the person, you know, you get to work with them on site. So PAs can work on site, mostly on site actually. I've not really seen any remote PA. You understand? So they're mostly on site as well. So technical assistants on site also at the employer's office, because you'll be attending meetings on their behalf or even joining them for meetings, traveling with them. That's for EHP and TAs. You'll be traveling with them. You need to be there. You need to be like, when you are at the beck and call of somebody, that's literally what you are. You are at someone's beck and call, that they can count on you. Anything they need you for, you are available. You understand? Within the confines of the corporate space, within the confines of, what you have been told to do. You understand? Don't let anybody tell you to commit a crime. You don't subscribe to crime. You understand? So if you're working with somebody and they want, they are showing tendencies of wanting you to help do negative things, help, falsify records, help to embezzle money, please run. Type in the chat, run. Let me also type too. Run, 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 run. When you see run in the chat, you understand what I meant. And when you hear it, when you hear what I said. So you might be saying run now. Yes, okay. So I think network is back now. It's better now. So when you see someone who is telling you to do anything for them, you are suspecting things, please just run for your life, because you are not employed to commit crime. You are employed to help a person be better at their job. So let's quickly move. Clients. So they are usually high-level executives. For executive assistants, most times from the word executive, you are assisting an executive. So your clients or your employees or your employers rather and your boss are usually high-level executives like CEOs, CFOs, CMOs, anything C. You understand? So for PAs, it can be an individual or it can be a family person. For technical assistants, also technical professionals, maybe senior, senior financial officer, senior or lead programmer, anyone who is a professional, you understand, and needs assistance in any field. You understand? So virtual assistant, it can vary. You can be assisting a business, you can be assisting an individual, you can be assisting a team. So it varies. The focus for executive assistants, the focus is business and professional support. For PAs, the focus is personal errands and lifestyle management. For technical assistants, the focus is technical tasks and project support. For VAs, administrative, creative, or technical tasks remotely. Then the skills necessary for each of these: strong communication skills, organization, time management, strategic thinking. That's for EAs. For PAs, is excellent interpersonal skills, discretion, problem solving. For TAs, technical expertise in specific software or fields or analytical thinking, very important. For VAs, proficiency in various administrative tools, adaptability, communication, etc. Discretion, high level of discretion is required for all of them, actually. So your discretion is also needed to be able to determine how much discretion is needed in that role. So for EAs, for people that assist executive, it is a high level of discretion that is required because you are handling confidential information. Personal assistant, discretion is important, but may also manage personal information. You are managing a lot of corporate and personal information. For example, a PA to someone shouldn't be telling um other people that maybe the boss or the person you are assisting has a terminal illness, especially when the person does not want to know. Or if, for example, the child of the man is not his real child, maybe he's adopted and they didn't tell the child, it is not your job to tell the child for them. So little things like that require a lot of, you know, discretion. So there's something I like to say for discretion. You can know, you can see, but you must not talk. Or let me put it this way: you can know, you can see, but you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk. So type that in the comment. Let me see. You can know about it, you can see something, but you don't have to talk. You don't need to talk. So let's type that. Yes. We listen. See, someone is saying we listen and we judge. My God. All right. So okay, I'm saying avoid fraud by all this. Yes. So I was saying you can see something, you can know something, but you don't need to talk about it. You don't need to speak about it. You don't need to tell. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to gist people. As a VA, EA, whatever, as a corporate assistant, one of your most important jobs is to be able to keep quiet. Yes, your most important job is to be able to keep quiet, no matter how people whine you. You know, especially when you're a VA or when you're assisting someone, you know, people want to like you, they want to come close to you so that you can be their friend, they'll buy you lunch, they'll praise you. Oh, damn, you're such a very intelligent person. You're so productive. The way you help to manage schedules. Oh, I love your gown. Wow, your makeup is so on point. They are trying to get to you. They're trying to get to you. You understand? So don't lose guard. Don't lose guard. You can also type that. Type somebody's name. Type somebody's name in the chat and say so and so. Don't lose guard. Oh. Don't lose guard because they might be trying to get information from you. You just forget yourself. They can buy you rice and chicken from the place now. And then you start saying, do you even know the other day that I followed boss to that event? There was one lady that was trying to, that was trying to seduce him. Boss has a wife at home and 3 children. And he was looking like he couldn't even control himself. That lady was so fine. That lady was so beautiful. And you are opening your mouth to be talking. As a PA, you can't be doing that. Or as an executive assistant, you are telling somebody that, boss said he's not going to sign that document. He's really not going to sign the document because he doesn't trust them. You are giving out too much information. You shouldn't even be giving out any information in the first place. So that's that about that. Discussion is highly important. Salaries, okay. For EAs, sometimes it's higher due to specialized skills and experience. Most of them are actually the same thing. It varies depending on your experience, depending on the skills that you are bringing to the table, and depending on the budget of the company or the business or the individual as well. Educational requirements often requires, at best, have a bachelor's degree or HND, depending on what country you are, and the basic level of education that is required. And also depends for TAs, for technical assistants, it depends on your experience, your technicality, your technical experience rather. Okay, and work style, most times for EAs, highly collaborative, proactive, and confidential. For PAs, personal, adaptable, and flexible. For technical assistants, detail-oriented, analytical, problem-solving oriented as well. For VAs, independent, self-motivated, and good time management. That's because you are working remotely. So they expect that you have something called self-leadership, where you are disciplined and you show up on time. You don't need them calling you to join calls. You don't need them asking if you are online. As a VA, you should always be online, especially during your work hours. You should always be online. So I believe this part about the differences between corporate assistants have been very insightful for all of us. So let's quickly move to the next thing. Yes, so because I am an executive assistant, my my focus is mostly executive assistant. Or I've been working as an executive assistant, so that's why you're seeing this here. For those who want to be executive assistants, you can pick this. An EA is someone who provides high level administrative support to executives or senior management in an organization. And we've mentioned this already. So the keywords or phrases to note in this definition: a professional, it's high level also, administrative support, executive slash senior management. Yeah. So a professional is an executive that always maintains, or a professional is someone who always maintains high standard of conduct and expertise in administrative tasks, exhibiting professionalism in communication, demeanor, decision making, while upholding confidentiality and discretion in all interactions. You must always be professional, no matter the category you fall in, whether EA, PA, BA, or TA. Stay professional all the time. High level, in the context of an executive assistant role, high level refers to tasks or responsibilities that are critical to the functioning of the senior management. Anything that has to do with the productivity of a senior person or a C-level person, that is what it means to be high level. Your ability to handle complex projects or sensitive information with precision and accuracy. You are dealing with a lot of critical matters, so you are not like every other staff. You're not like every other staff. So administrative support also, working on documents, coordinating meetings, travel arrangement, handling emails, correspondence, data entry, data filing, data analysis, project management, all of those things. That's why they hired you for all of these administrative tasks, because the C-level executives are busy thinking of how to do better, how to move the organization forward. So they need a lot of help with all of these administrative tasks, because if they start doing all of this stuff, they will lose time. It's so time consuming that they don't have enough time to think about how to actually do the job that they've been called to do, that they've been employed to do rather. All right, so let's move to something else. Who can be an EA? Who can be an EA? Almost anyone, actually. Anyone, not even almost, anyone with the right qualities can be an EA. As long as you have the right mindset, motivation, you have the right drive to support someone. You must be willing to always help people. You must be willing to make life easy for the person you want to work with. As long as you have these qualities, you can become an EA. You can become a corporate assistant. You don't need to have prior experience, actually, as long as you are willing to learn. Most of what I know, most of what I did when I started my job as an EA, I was learning on the job. Although I had all those tendencies right from before, right from school. I always have this to-do list. I always have this. Somehow, I'm always planning my day, planning my life. Somehow, I know how to organize things a lot. So I had those tendencies. So it was easy for me to switch into this role. It was easy for me to learn on the job. So, you know, anybody basically can become a corporate assistant. The qualities that you should be able to, that should stand out for you are: you have strong organizational skills, excellent communication abilities. You must be able to communicate. You must have a proactive mindset, the desire to learn and adapt. You must have a growth mindset. If you're not willing to learn and grow and make mistakes and be scolded sometimes, my dear, you're not ready. And then one other thing about communication, you must have impeccable communication skills, because you'll be communicating on behalf of your executive, or on behalf of your client, or on behalf of your boss, whatever the case is. So you need to have strong communication abilities, meaning you must be able to speak well, you must be able to write well, you must be able to speak correct English that can be read in any part of the world. Not that you are still battling with the English grammar. If you're still battling with the English grammar, using words like been and being, there and there, you know, different, things like that. Past tense, present continuous tense, basic English language communication is very important, because everyone here on this call, I'm sure everyone is looking for how to, you know, earn foreign jobs. So if your English language or your grammar is not impeccable, is not, on point, you might miss out on such opportunities, because they will feel like you're not capable enough. You understand? So I just wanted to chip that in about, communication. So let's move. What are the skills of a corporate assistant? What are the skills of a corporate assistant? So I've classified them a bit. I've classified them a bit. So this is just a high level classification of the skills of core skills, you have the soft skills, and you have the transferable skills. So the core skills, that's no matter what you want to do, that's no matter which environment you find yourself, no matter which field or sector you find yourself, core skills are very important for everyone. Communication, I've talked about that. Time management, very important. You can't be missing deadlines. You understand? Time management is very, very important for anyone. They can't tell you 10 o'clock and you are coming by 10:05. Some people even always say, if you are on time, you are late. So you have to be there even before the time. So please help me type it in the comment. If you are on time, you are late. If you are on time, you are late. If you are on time, you are late. You must be there at least a few minutes before that time. Yes, Agility Yanolua said, "am" without putting the subject I. I am. You're telling me I'm okay instead of I am okay. That's not correct. And even the abbreviation of I and like the combination of I and am should be I am. I apostrophe M. Some people use AM and it's wrong. So that's a digression. I was talking about the core skills of a CA. Time management, very important. Like I said, type in the comments, if you are on time, you are wrong. If you're on time, you are very wrong. If you're on time, you are late. Yes, if you're on time, you're late. You need to be there at least 5 minutes before then. It helps you to be calm, it helps your mind to be settled, and it shows that you are ready, shows that you are coordinated, shows that you're organized, and it shows that you actually know what you're doing. If you're on time, you're late. So technical proficiency, familiarity with tools like Microsoft Office, Google Workspace, and scheduling. We'll talk about that very soon. Soft skills, problem solving, adaptability, attention to detail, emotional intelligence. You can mention other soft skills in the comments. Mention other soft skills you think people should have in the comments. Analytical thinking, all of those things are underrated. I tell you, all of those things are underrated. You can drop other, team playing. I'm already saying some of them. As a team, you have to be a team player. Then transferable skills, which is one of the places I'm excited about to talk about today. Transferable skills are, when you talk about a skill being transferable, it means that you can transfer a skill in one sector or field to another sector. You understand? So for my lawyers in the house, I put an example here, which is a legal writer. A legal writer, if you want to earn, because you know that law in Nigeria is different from law in the UK or in the US. So that means that you cannot, and also because you are practicing virtually, you understand, you cannot go to court with them. Your certificate or your BSc or your degree is not recognized there unless you take some few courses to add to what you already have and all of that. But if you're looking for a way to transfer your legal knowledge, you transfer it through things like legal research, legal writing, writing books for people, ghostwriting as a legal person. Maybe someone wants to write an ebook as a lawyer and they need a ghostwriter, or someone has a legal blog, they talk about legal matters. You can join them there as a legal writer, legal content creator, legal anything. You understand? So that is what it means to have transferable skills. Then operations assistant. You can transfer your skills from being an operations manager if you were an operations person before can transfer your skills into, operations assistant as a logistics manager, communication inventory manager, coordination of all different things. Then design assistant. If you are a creative person, you create designs. You are a UI UX person, you're a graphic designer, you're a presentation designer like me. Like for instance, now I'm the one that designed my flyer. I design almost all my flyers. Every flyer I use for every program, most of the time, 90% of the time, or 95% of the time, I'm the one designing that flyer by myself. You understand? That's a skill I learned, you know, and it's been helping me. So I don't need to pay anyone to design my slides for me, design my flyers for programs, design anything actually. I can design some logos, a lot of things. So I can join a company remotely as a design assistant. That's a transferable skill. Do you understand? So I want you guys to do something for me in the chat box. Quickly type your current occupation, and let us see, and a possible occupation, or a couple a what do I say now? Sorry, a possible um BA role, or assistant role that you can do. Like I mentioned, for lawyers, they can do legal writing. So mention your occupation and let us see. We can brainstorm with you what you can transfer your skills into. What you can transfer your skills into. For finance people, you can be a finance assistant, helping with bookkeeping or accounting. For HR, so someone in HR, you can assist someone as an HR assistant, managing managing the staff, managing the SOP, standard of operations, a lot of things like that. You can be an HR assistant. So there are different things. So let us see in the comment section what you are, your current occupation, and what you think that you can do. Even data entry, yes, I know there's someone who is a data entry person here, data entry specialist. When the person, I think the person introduced themselves earlier. Let me quickly check for it. Um, oh, okay, the chat has gone. If the person is on the call, you can just, mention your name again, or say just say that is me. I'm the one. There was a data entry specialist on the call earlier. Vivian, legal practitioner. Right. What are you looking to transition into? Maybe legal writing, legal researcher. For medical doctors, right? For people in the medical space, you can be a medical writer. Please let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Please let me know if you can still hear me. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of beautiful things. Yes, this is the person I was talking about. Boluwatife Akinwewa. Yes, data entry clerk. Shodipe Temilade, realtor and event management. Yes, they are event management assistant, they are event planning assistants everywhere. You can be in Nigeria and be helping someone plan an event, in Dubai. The internet is your friend, I'm telling you. Legal practitioner, agility and Oluwa. Legal writing, helping review legal write-ups, help search for relevant and extant laws, pause cases in subject matter regarding legal aspect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Yes, thank you very much. I'm still expecting other people to share theirs. If you're in tech, maybe you're a project manager, you can be a project management assistant, or you can even be a project manager right there from where you are. You don't even have to be an assistant. You can be a project coordinator. You can be, can assist the lead developer, lead anything, lawyers plus HR, if you're Lua college, HR editor, right? Research, content creation, beautiful, very beautiful. So this, I'm showing you possibilities of the jobs you can do as a corporate assistant remotely, because I know the goal for most of us is to go remotely so that you can have time for other things, and you can be able to manage your time well, to do other things with your life, have more time with your family and all of that. So that's that for transferable skills. I'm sure you've been able to get a few insights into this. So general skills. Yeah. So there's so many. There's still, you know, apart from the ones I mentioned earlier, this is another classification. Growth mindsets for soft skills: communication, organization, confidentiality and discretion, attention to detail and accuracy, time management, anticipating client needs, adaptability, maintaining calm under pressure, being proactive, prioritization, resourcefulness, problem solving, emotional intelligence, patience, people skills, managing up. Managing up is simply you being able to manage your executive or the person you are um, working with. Self-awareness, self-management, grit and resilience. For technical skills, the data entry clerk on the call, yes, she is a technical person. She's a technical assistant. She's a technical assistant. Can you just, give her a thumbs up right there? Every other person here is also a technical assistant too. As long as you have a transferable skill, you are eligible to be a technical assistant because you are helping or assisting in the specific technical role. You understand? So give her a thumbs up. Give yourself a thumbs up because you know you're not just an admin person. You have a skill that you want to transfer. So let's move on quickly. Project management, creating travel itineraries, data entry, expense tracking, transcribing. Yes, people transcribe. Transcribing is also one of those skills that you can do as a VA. Attending to customer stakeholder management, authoring effective surveys, apps and tools, Gmail, Microsoft Outlook, Google Calendar, Microsoft Calendar rather, Google Meet, Zoom, Google Docs, MS Word, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Dropbox, you know, um, Google Forms, Trello, Asana, Jira, a lot of all these tools. So this is a wide array of different skills that you need as a corporate assistant. There's more, but these are um, the ones I could lay my hands on. Let's move quickly. Um, yes, so I just did a comparison between and Google, Microsoft and Google tools. How many of us are familiar with all of these icons you're seeing on the screen? Okay, operations manager, operations assistant, beautiful. I know a lot of us know Gmail, Calendar, Google Meet, Google. Some people might not know Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, but what I'm just trying to say is, okay, I can see history and international studies, beautiful, beautiful. So, um, I know many of us we grew up knowing Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and all of those things. So the equivalent in Google is the above. So instead of Microsoft Word, you can use Google Docs. Instead of Excel, you can use Google Sheets. Instead of PowerPoint rather, you can use slides. You understand? So the reason I love the Google Workspace so much is because all of these things are online. They are online. For Microsoft Word, most of Microsoft things are offline, meaning that you know you cannot store your documents in the cloud, or if you misplace the document somehow, you know you may not be able to have access to it again. But the funny thing is, when you create a document in Microsoft Word, you can go and save it in Google Drive, or even transfer it to Google Docs and keep it perpetually online. So that's the beauty of Google Workspace. I love it so much. so much for years to come. As long as you have your Gmail account or your Google account, for years to come, you will still see every document you've ever created. They will all be there. You understand? So let's move quickly. Yes, so project management is one of my best things to talk about. And I want to quickly give us a little bit, into project management. Please let me know if you can still hear me, because I'm no longer seeing engagements online in the chat. Okay, I want to believe that you are seeing, you can still hear me. Programs assistant, communication assistant, administrative assistant, beautiful. I think Akin Kube Bumi is just joining because I'm just seeing your name. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, thank you very much for letting me know you can still hear me. So what is project management? I don't want to give you too much jargons. So because based on my experience in project management is simply achieving goals. The process of achieving goals, the process of getting a job done. That's what project management is. Project management is not far-fetched at all. It's the process of guiding a team to achieve goals within a specific constraint. I don't want to give you too much grammar, but basically, you can type it in the chat box. Project management is the process of achieving goals. So you might work with a team and you might not work with a team. There are personal projects, there are team projects. You understand? What makes a project is that it has a time frame. A time frame. You're starting now, you're starting this project now, and you're ending at so time. You understand? So sometimes you might not even know, depending on the kind of project it is, you might not know when it will end per se, but you just know that it's going to end one day, very soon, or in the nearest future. It's going to end. A project is something that has a start date and an end date. It has a time frame. You understand? So, but anything that is continuous, like maybe I like to use the example of bakeries. Bakeries. The goal of the bakery is to produce bread for their customers. And that's why they started the business. Nobody ever starts a business with the plan of shutting down one day. So it has a start date, but it doesn't have an end date because it's a business that's supposed to keep running. So so the opposite rather of project management would be, that's my own ideology, is operations management based on the time frame concept. So project management has to do with a start and an end date, but operations management has to do with continuous operations to ensure that output is given, that output is ensured. You understand? So in a bakery, the process of getting the flour, getting all those things, employing staff, coming in the morning, putting on the generator, mixing the flour, kneading the flour, all those things, servicing of machines, all those things, everything that ensures the smooth production of bread and delivery from the bakery to the customers, the end users, is operations management. So I like to usually, differentiate between it. You understand? Because nobody ever wants their business to end. But for project management, there is a start and an end. I hope I've been able to effectively communicate that with you. So in the corporate space, project managers use various tools and techniques and methodologies to keep things on track. And most times in the corporate space, you don't work alone, you work as a team. You work in a team. And as a project manager, you are managing the team, managing the people, managing the resources. You understand? So one example of project management can be planning a wedding. And when you're planning a wedding, you're not working alone. Trust me, if you try to work alone as a wedding planner, you're going to you are going to be exhausted. You won't even get the job done. It's not possible because you need people to get the job done. If your personal project is to finish a reading challenge, maybe you bought a book and you want to have a reading challenge, maybe a 90 days reading challenge. It's a project because it has a start and an end date, and you have a plan to ensure that you achieve that goal of finishing a book in 90 days. That's a project, and it's a personal one. You might even decide to make it a teamwork by inviting your friend for accountability's sake, saying, okay, every morning I'm going to show you my plan, my reading plan for today. And then your team member, who is your friend, can now say, okay, I'm going to be sending you reminders every day. I'm going to be asking you questions on what you read and all of that. So that's a teamwork now. You understand? Within a personal project. So I hope that introduction to project management has helped. Like I said here in this document, it is the art of turning ideas into reality. So, as a project manager or as a project assistant, your job is to help your boss to ensure that their ideas or their projects are turned into reality. Help take the stress off them. You get. So, let's quickly move. Step-by-step project lifecycle methodology. I was talking a few days ago to a group of people, and I was saying that the first step in project management is planning. Planning. You initiate it. That's you are starting the project. You are saying, okay, I want to start this project. That's initiation. Talking to the people about it, the people on your team about the project, and then planning, breaking down, the big picture into smaller achievable steps. You understand? Plan the project and develop a roadmap. Then executing, putting the plan into action and creating deliverables, getting the job done basically. Then monitoring and controlling, monitor and control the project progress to avoid overruns. Close the project and file the report at the end. So because most of my experience has been in tech, so most of my examples will sometimes be along the tech line or along the tech space. So, in a team, in a software development team where they build apps and all of that, you're working with the front end developer, you're working with the back end, you're working with the product designer, you're working with the product manager. You yourself are a project manager, working with the product owners. So I just mentioned the product team right now, all those people, and then those are the stakeholders. You have different stakeholders. You have your stakeholders are divided into let me say into three parts. You have the team you are working with. You have the business side. That's the people that own the idea, that want you to build the project for them, or your employees that own your employers rather that own the idea and want your project team, your product team to work on that idea. That's the business side. Then the third side is the customers or the end users or the receivers of the result of your project. You understand what I'm saying? I hope I've not lost anyone. If you're getting me, you can give a thumbs up. Let's know if we're still together. Let's know we're still together. Let me wait a bit and see responses. Can just say yes, yes, yes. All right, beautiful. So let's move to the next thing. So I just decided to show you a picture because this is a project management tool. If you are working in the corporate space, you need to be familiar with project management tools. And this is one called Trello. There are other ones like Jira, Monday.com, ClickUp, Notion, Asana. If you have heard of Trello before, can you say yes? If you have heard of Notion, just mention the ones you know. Mention the ones you know in the chat. Notion, Monday.com, ClickUp, Asana, Jira. Which other one is there? You can just mention them in the chat so that I will know the ones you know. Because I don't believe that there's any, there might be some newbies here, but I also know that there's some people who are already in this space. So you can help us, help our people. Just post the ones you know, just type them in the chat. So this is what a Trello board looks like. And you can see the to-do board here. This is the Trello board. You can see here, board. So this is it to do. This shows the work already in progress. This shows the work that has been that is in progress, that is also in review. Like maybe they've worked on it and is now in review. Somebody is supposed to review what has been done, make corrections, and then maybe see if that's to go back to do or go back to in progress and all of that. So anyone that has been reviewed and is good to go is now put in done. And by the way, all of these are assigned to someone. All of these are assigned to someone. So this is just what a basic project management tool looks like. It helps you to manage your team members, help you to manage tasks and responsibilities, helps you to follow up, and sometimes they even help you with documentation and reporting. I know Jira uses Confluence for reporting, so let me see if, okay, I'm seeing people that know Jira, Trello, ClickUp, Asana, Notion. All right, so someone says they just know Trello in passing. So I'd like you to, after this call, you can just download Trello on your laptop or on your phone and just explore. You can also watch some YouTube videos, short YouTube videos on how to do this, how to do that on Trello. It helps you a lot. It helps a lot. The fact that you can even say you know Trello, it gives you an advantage over someone who doesn't even know any project management tool at all. And the reason why I chose Trello is because it's one of the simplest to work with. I think Asana is also one of them. Yes, so someone also knows Notion, ClickUp. Someone is still learning Trello. So that's beautiful. Let's quickly move. This is Asana, right? Am I correct? Yes, this is Asana. This is what Asana looks like. You can see the difference between the two. That one says to do, in progress, review. So you can name the board. You can construct the board however you want. You can construct the board however you want. We don't have much time because we have gone into a practical session on how to do this, but there are so many YouTube videos online. So many YouTube videos online that you can check. So this is planning. You can, all your steps for planning a project, you can put them here. Maybe to plan the project, you need to develop your team. You need to work on the budget. You need to send the budget for approval. All of those things that can fall under planning, the task for plan. So all of these different headings are consisting of the different tasks that will be done to ensure that this process of planning or design or whatever is completed. So that's that. I hope you guys are getting. You don't know any. Oh my, so that's beautiful. Thank God you joined this call. So at the end of this, at least now you've heard of Trello, you've heard of Asana. If anybody comes to you and asks you any question, even if you have not gone to YouTube to go and check all those things or you've not downloaded them, you can tell them, oh, I've heard of Trello. Except if they not ask you questions like, okay, what exactly does Trello do? You can tell them it's a project management app, it's a project management tool. But if you now ask you questions inside it, that's where there might be some issues. So it's good that you already know their names and you can follow up on them. So just after this call, go to YouTube or go to their website and see what they do. And this call is not for that. I really, really wish I could take us through it. But if we do that, we'll not be able to finish this call today. So let's move on. So this looks like Asana. Yeah, this is Asana. So you can see how colorful it is. For people that like to use colors, color coding your things to ensure that you're able to differentiate between them. It's very nice. So this one also has some color coding to it. The yellow, the blue, the green, and all of that. So you can label it depending on how you work or what works for you rather. So writing correspondence. This is just a little bit of very little practical that I wanted us to do. As an EA or a VA, you might be asked to help because you manage the emails of people the people you're working with or the boss that is you're working for. So you might be needed to respond to emails or chat with people or have phone calls. So being able to intelligently write or communicate during a phone call or during a chat or an email is very important. And looking at this example here, it's a combination of an email and a calendar scheduling task. So let me quickly read it for you. You receive an email from an important client on Monday, May 27th, named Grace from XYZ company, requesting a meeting with Peter, your CEO, and Celine, your head of customer success. You are the assistant. So in this picture, so the Grace wants to discuss a new product feature they would like to propose to your boss. Your boss is the CEO and the head of customer success. The client didn't provide any other context, so it is unclear what the meeting will be about or how long it will take. But Peter likes to keep meetings within the client at a maximum of 50 minutes. And Peter has the following upcoming availability. So you have access to Peter's calendar, June 4, 4:30 p.m. on all of that. Celine has the following upcoming calendar, June 3, June 4, June 5, and all of that. So the summary of this is the person that sent you the email or that sent your boss the email did not specify what the meeting is about or how long it will take. They just said they want to discuss a new feature. So as an executive assistant or as an assistant, your job is to reply the person asking for more details of the meeting, what exactly the detail of the meeting is, who and who will be on the call, who is coming to the call from their end. You need to be prepared because you need all this information to know what your boss, so that your boss knows is going to know what it's going to say, if they're going to research, if they're going to review their negotiation or their price list. Like the people coming to ask about the new product feature now, maybe before your price list for product features is 1 million naira, and these people are new. They want to patronize your boss company, and you don't do the research that you need to do. You don't ask them important questions. If you do the important things, like do your due diligence, ask them important questions, you might even see that they can pay more, or they are a high-end client, not the type that you're just managing. Now when everybody sees a good business prospect, you increase your money. There's a way it's done because you have different payment brackets for different category or different level of clients. You understand? So you have premium, you have basic, you have diamond, you have platinum, different levels. So assuming you don't go and do your research on this company now, and your boss goes and gives them basic plan when they can actually fit in, or what they need for their product, everything they require, everything they need is for the premium or for the diamond. You're not going to give them basic. You have shot your company in the leg, and if your boss finds out, it's not going to be funny. So you need to do a lot of research, ask the right questions, send them, reply the email and say, okay, we need more information on so and so. Do you get, so that you can help them plan ahead. And then you now mention also, you already know the availability of Celine and Peter. And one thing you don't do with human beings is to give them too many options. The fact that your boss has plenty options of availability does not mean you should throw everything in the lap of the person and then give them the luxury of choosing by themselves. No, you are supposed to help your boss establish some sort of leverage, or establish some sort of superiority. Let me put it that way. You have to put your boss in this level of he's the one in charge, he's the one dictating the conversation. So you don't give them too many options. You can just give them two, making sure that the time you are picking is favorable for both Peter and Celine. You understand? And from the look of this, okay, Peter has June 4, June 5, and June 10. Celine has June 3 and June 4. So the one that fits in for both of them is June 4. So let's now look at June 4, the timing that works for them. So for Peter, June 4 is available between 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. For Celine, between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. And remember, Peter, your original boss, likes to keep his meeting with clients at a maximum of 50 minutes, meaning that he doesn't even want to meet with them for up to 1 hour. So meaning that whatever calendar you are going to create or meeting invite you are going to create, it means that it must not be more than 50 minutes. And it has to fall within this range of between 2 to 4:30 p.m. and June. 1 to 3 p.m. So in the email you are sending back to Grace, you're going to be saying that Peter and Celine are available on June 4 by 2 p.m.
because that's what works for both of them. Looking at this by 2 p.m. You understand? Please let us know if this works for you. Always put that. It's good to be polite when you're saying. You can't just throw the time in the lab and say, oh, join by so and so time, even if they are the ones that want to meet you. So you say, Peter and Selena are available by so and so time by June 4 by 2 p.m. Please let me know if this works for you so that I can go ahead and create the invite and send it to you. And then also we look forward to receiving more details of the product feature, the people going to be in attendance, and all of that. You understand? So you get, I just gave you a quick tutorial on how to manage correspondence. So this also can work for a phone call. If it's a phone call, it can work. You understand? Because you already know, you have done a little bit of analysis on the email that was sent. You get, so if you got that, if you got what I just talked about in writing correspondence, so just quickly just say yes, I got it, yes, I got it, yes, I got it, so that you can move quickly. All right, so we're moving to the next thing. I'm expecting us to type yes, 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 yes. Okay, how much can CAs earn? I know this is the part you guys have been waiting for. This is the part you have been waiting for. Kindly communicate your convenience. That sounds nice. You know that you can also use ChatGPT. By the time you type what you want to type, there's something I always do. Let me give you guys to, if you don't already do it. When I want to respond to emails or do anything, I don't go straight to ChatGPT. You understand? Because ChatGPT is not my brain. My brain, God gave me a very wonderful brain. I'm very intelligent. You understand? By the grace of God. So I use my brain. I type what I want to type based on what I think the response should be. And I understand English language too, so I fine-tune it a little bit. And then if I want to go for a perfect finish, I copy and I paste in ChatGPT and I say, rephrase this for me and let it sound very professional but friendly. You understand? Rephrase this for me and let it sound very professional but friendly. Friendly. So I copy and paste it in ChatGPT and it rephrases it for me to sound more professional. Sometimes, if you're so good, it might not even have too much to correct. It might just change the English and replace it with synonyms. You understand? Because ChatGPT is not too intelligent like that. It works with data available. It works with the data that it has been trained with. Remember, it's AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So it has been trained. It's not like it has a brain of its own. It has been trained by human beings too. So it is the intelligence of human beings that it is using. Do you understand? Yes. So let's quickly move to how much you can earn. So this part is basically dependent on, let me say, three things. Three things. Number one is your experience level. Number one is your experience level. Number two, your company or your client's budget. And number three, your field. Your field. Your field. So I mentioned three things: your experience level, the budget of your client or the company, and the field you're working in. So for experience level, usually in any field, experience level, is general. You cannot be an intern or an entry level person basically now and expect to earn what someone with senior level experience is earning. You understand? Maybe your experience is 1 year or 6 months. You cannot expect to earn the same thing that you know someone with 3 years, 7 years, 10 years, or even 20 years experience will earn. But let's quickly move. I'll still say more on that. Your company or your client's budget. If you are going to be working remotely with clients, meaning that you are sharing contracts with them, it's not like they're your boss per se. You call them your clients. It depends on what they are offering and if you can take it. And also depending on the field. Field, like maybe for the technicality of the field, if it's project management, anywhere around 250, 300 in Nigeria is a start for entry level, or let me say mid level. But for senior level, people earn maybe 1M 750. For international, most times they pay per hour. You understand? They pay per hour. So sometimes they can tell you $5 per hour, $20 per hour, depending on what they can afford or what they want to pay you. You understand? So because I know you guys are more interested in the international one. So one thing I realized is many times these people, abroad, they want to get cheaper labor. Everybody wants to manage money. Even people abroad want to manage money. So they come to our continent, you understand, to look for people like us who are willing to work, very hardworking and all of that, and then they employ us. And let's say, I don't want to say it's a good thing, because our economy, our currency should not be, going through so much problems like this, going up and down. But that's the case right now. And so $1,000, if an entry level person is earning $1,000, that's a lot of money. If an entry level person in Nigeria is earning $1,000, that's a lot of money if you convert it to naira. You understand? Please note that this $1,000, is like the least. They shouldn't even be paying their own people over there that kind of money. You understand? But because they understand our market and they know that we will willingly go for it, why not? You understand? So everybody wants to be able to pay less for something. If you can get it for less, but get at a quality rate, why not? So that's the idea behind. Sorry, oh my god, that's the idea behind. Sorry about that. That's the idea behind all those people internationally looking for people in this part of the world. You get, so it's fine. When our own naira finally gets back to $1 per dollar, you know that we have made it, and they should keep their money somewhere, or they should increase it to $10,000. You understand? Although there are some people in Nigeria or in Africa who are earning $10,000, $5,000, $20,000, depending on their role, depending on their level of experience, and depending on the company's budget as well. So as you grow in it, definitely your earning power will grow. Do you understand? So as long as you continue positioning yourself rightly to earn and to get international clients. So let's quickly move to the next thing. Yes, something good is coming at the end of this masterclass. I have something very important to share with you guys, and I believe it will be helpful to you. So let's quickly move to the next thing. What qualifications do you need to be a corporate assistant? Like I mentioned earlier, I mentioned basic tertiary education. Sometimes you need business administration knowledge or business experience knowledge, or you need technical knowledge, technical know-how, depending on the field or the person you want to help. And then you also need a lot of all those skills I mentioned in the beginning, those core skills, Microsoft, project management, data entry skills, transcribing, all of those skills, you need them. So sometimes you don't need more qualifications, except if the role you're going for is really, really high, like maybe a country director assistant role, or the assistant to a country director. You know that you need a qualification like maybe MBA or certificate, or a program certificate in one of those high courses, not just your BSc. Usually, if you are going to assist people that are high up there with so much level of experience, you have to also be ready to upskill and get more certification. But for starters, all you need is basic tertiary education and basic skills, like I mentioned earlier. All right, so let's move. How long will it take you to become a corporate assistant? How long does it take to become a corporate assistant? It doesn't even take time at all, especially if you already work in another field and you just want to transfer your skills. As long as you learn the basics, you are good to go. It doesn't take long at all. 1 month, with a lot of uh, reading or watching resources online, can be ready. And then majority, let me tell you, majority of what you will know as a corporate assistant, you will learn on the job, because there is no, it's not one size fits all. There are no two bosses that are alike. There are different bosses, different people all over the place, different personalities. You understand? So boss A might be different from boss B. So for every new job, for every new role you take as an executive assistant or as a PA, EA, TA, you're going to be learning new things, learning how to work with this new person, learning the new tools that this person likes to use. You understand? Because one boss might like to use Jira, the other one might like to use Asana. One might like, different things. So you basically learn on the job for every new role. You understand? So it doesn't take much time at all. As long as you have the growth mindset, you are confident, you can communicate well, you have a strong sense of time management, you are smart, you know how to use the internet to work for you, you know how to use AI to work for you, then you're good to go. Really, you're good to go. You don't need much. You don't need much. So let's quickly move. Managing your executive as an EA. If you remember in those list of skills I said earlier, I mentioned managing up because your boss is someone you also need to be able to manage well. You also need to be able to manage them well, because some of them might be sometimes might be so driven and overbearing, and we won't forget that you are helping them and that you have a life of your own. Understand? So you need to be able to manage them, know the best way they like to communicate, know their style of communication, know how to enter them. Let me use that word. You know how you enter people now, you get their soft spots. For some it might be hard, but there's definitely a soft spot. Everybody has a soft spot. Even if the person is really, really hard, there's a way you can communicate with them. And that's why, as an assistant, your first job, your first point of call when you get a new job is to understand your boss. If you don't understand your boss and you come in and start doing your own work, my dear, you're going to have a lot of conflict. So your first work as an assistant is you are learning your new boss. You are learning about the person, learning how the person likes to walk, how the person likes to talk, the kind of things the person likes to do, the do's and don'ts. If they tell you don't do something, don't let them repeat themselves for too long before you learn. Because if they give you one strike, two strikes, if you're like me, that I give people one strike, after the third strike, you're out of the game. You understand? So I don't like to repeat myself. People don't like to repeat themselves. People don't like to, be repeating what they want you to do. Once you get it, once they tell you, just get it. So there's some like that. There are some that can be so patient and say, oh, you're still trying to learn it. All right, no problem. They're so patient with you, you know, making allowances for you, giving you the benefit of doubt. But don't wait till they correct you too much before you know what you're supposed to do. When you're corrected once, make sure it never happens again. That's how to manage your boss. And also be very resourceful. Be very resourceful. That's how to manage your boss. They can learn to trust you. They can learn to trust you. Let them be able to sleep at night knowing that you have all the password to all their accounts. Let them be able to trust you. Let them be able to sleep well at night. You understand? Be the kind of boss that it will be difficult for them to replace you, because you are too reliable, too indispensable, so trustworthy, so intelligent. That's one way to manage your boss. Also, be ready to learn new things. You will learn new things, like I mentioned it earlier. Be ready to get into, if you're not tech savvy here, you need to be tech savvy, because we're in the generation where everything is tech. You don't have to be a developer before you're a tech person. As long as you can use Google Slides, Google Docs, Google Workspace, as long as you can create presentation, as long as you can use Excel or Google Sheets, you're a tech person. You know you are tech savvy. That's what it means to be tech savvy, meaning that you can use tech tools to your own advantage to get the job done, to help you be more productive. Learn it. I can create websites using WordPress. I have my own website already. I created my own website using WordPress. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I don't want to share it with us yet because it's still in progress, but I still want to remove something. But my website is ready right now. If you see my status on WhatsApp, I shared a screenshot some days ago, like the homepage. Very beautiful. I can create a website for you and you pay me money. I should even add that to my profile on LinkedIn. Website developer, WordPress developer, and many things. There's nothing I cannot learn. As long as it has to do with being tech savvy, I can learn it. Now my new interest is AI. My new interest is AI. I've been trying to, read more on AI, machine learning, because I will not carry last in this world. I can't carry last. If you're like me, just type I cannot carry last, because people who don't learn, who don't keep learning, are the ones that carry last. They get obsolete. They become irrelevant. I mean, I don't want to ever be relevant in this life. I will keep learning new things. So be like me and always be learning new things. Be relevant, stay relevant, have a growth mindset, have a learning mindset. There's nothing you cannot learn. You understand? So that's what it means to manage your executive, you know, be learning new things. So let's move quickly. Yes, understand it. So can you imagine this thing is in me already? I didn't know that. I've even forgotten that I already have this, you know, highlighted here in this slide. Understand them, be resourceful and result or solution driven, build trust and partnership, regular check-in, personal development. So let's not waste time on this because I've already talked about it. How to become an EA with no experience. Yes, so you can't carry last. Can't carry last. Even if they tell you sometimes what I do is if they ask me to do something and they say, can you get it done? I'll say yes, I'll look into it. I'm not lying. I can do it because I know that eventually if I go and research on it, I'll be able to do it. And one thing I do is, and I'm never shy to ask questions. I'm never shy to ask questions. There was one time I needed to learn how to do something on the iPhone. And I asked my husband, please, how did they used to do this thing on the iPhone? I didn't know how to do it. And he told me. And we're outside though, in a corporate event. In a corporate event, I wasn't shy to ask. I can ask any question, no matter how stupid you think it is. As far as I don't know it, it means it needs to be known. And there are people like me who don't know it. Once I know it already. If like abuse me from now to tomorrow, I already know it. So there's no question that is too stupid to ask. As long as you're asking sensible questions within the corporate space, of course. Don't be don't be naughty. Yeah. So how to become an EA with no experience. We are gradually coming to the end of this masterclass. Like I said, be resourceful. They see when people say you should get something done, don't be saying, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. How do they? Your first answer to anything should not be I don't know. I don't know is not a good answer. I don't know sends a message like you're not ready to learn. Somebody can be asking me right now, and I'm on ChatGPT or I'm on Google, and I'm saying, okay, and I get the answer as soon as Google gives me what I'm looking for, I answer sharp sharp, and then after the call or after the meeting, I go back and read more on it. Don't be caught unawares in anything. And sometimes you have to be honest and open and say, I actually don't know much about this. This is actually the first time I'm coming across this. Would you mind giving me a few more days to research on this or to read on this? Or do you mind telling me a bit about it and then I can do my own research later? Be open, be transparent, depending on the situation. You understand? Okay. Take courses. I'm too good. I didn't even know that. I've forgotten that all these things I might like. Formal foundational training, typically completing a formal executive assistant training program or relative or relevant courses rather, can take you anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. From a few weeks to a few months. I did one course a few years ago with ALX virtual assistant training, and my God, that course was, mind you, I didn't even started working as a VA or as an executive assistant. I was already working with my boss. I think for the first 1.5 years, I was already working as an executive assistant. So when I took that course with ALS, I mean, it was mind blowing. It was rigorous, it was intensive, but it was amazing. And I told my boss that I was taking that course, and I was so impressed that wow, you're taking this course, meaning that you are showing a level of responsibility that you want to get better in this course, in this job rather, that you do. And it made him to trust me more. You understand? And it also helped me to transition from being just an executive assistant to a virtual assistant because he had to travel abroad with his family. And so the moment he traveled abroad, I became a virtual assistant by virtue of the fact that I traveled because I was no longer seeing him. I was no longer working with him directly to get. So like that, I just transitioned into virtual assistance and I began to search for more roles. I looked into what it means to be a virtual assistant more and more. And I just began to fall in love more with the role. So, like I mentioned earlier, on the job experience, gaining practical experience as an executive assistant is crucial. It may take several months to a year to become proficient, very proficient. If you are coming in as a newbie, it might take a month. It can depend on how fast you can learn, or how fast or slow paced your work environment is. It might take several months to a year, but at the end of the day, the thing is you are still learning on the job, and it's very important. How to become an EA, also mastering skills, do a lot of practicals, spend time practicing, don't stop practicing, go to Google Slides, create your own slide, create a slide on how to prepare more, how to plan a wedding, create slides, different things. That's just an example. Work on different things, practice like you are working on a real job. And I tell you, if you do it consistently, you might not be able to tell the difference between an entry level person and you. Do you get industry specific knowledge? If you want to be a technical person, then you have to go and get that industry specific knowledge. You have to go and specialize in that skill if you don't already have it. And if you already do, you might want to further get more certifications, get more knowledge, so that you are very equipped for it. Do you get? And then networking and professional development. Network with people. Have a community of EAs or VAs or whatever. Have friends who are in the same field with you, that you can always ask questions. People who have gone ahead of you, or who are on the same level with you, who are having different experiences in their different workplaces. Ask them questions. Network. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. All right. You can network, chat with people on LinkedIn, online, on Instagram, on Threads, on Facebook. Talk to people. Don't be an island, because the answer to a question you have might be in the hands of someone on your DM or in your contacts that you've never spoken to. But you should know that this person works remotely. But you are too shy, or maybe ego will not allow you. My friend, drop the ego, drop the shyness, or whatever it is, and network. Do you get me? Okay, so we are coming to the end of this quickly. The business of corporate assistance. The business of corporate assistance. The business side of corporate assistance actually is the virtual assistant role, where you are, you and the person you're working with are operating on a client relationship basis, where each of you refer to each other as clients, and you come up with contracts. So in a traditional work setting, what you have is employment letter. Do you get? But for virtual assistance, or you know, it's what you have is a contract letter. A contract letter. So this is the business side, where you state your rates. If they agree with it, you know, you guys can start, or you guys negotiate and come to a conclusion and say, okay, if the person was offering $20 before, and you want $50 per hour, you guys can negotiate and come to an agreement and say, oh, let's do 35, let's do 40. And then you come up with a contract that you guys, both of you, will sign it, and all of those things. So an example of a platform that helps with managing client relationship for virtual assistants is Deal, DEEL. You can search online for Deal. Um, Deal is an HR management system for virtual or remote working people. I will type it in the comment section so that you can, see it. Deal, HR management system for remote workers and companies that hire remotely. Yeah, Deal. So you can check on them. They help you to create your contract. They help you to manage your payroll. Maybe your boss, it uses an escrow management system, where the boss or the client will send the money to them. So when, at the end of the month or after the contract or whatever, they help you to disburse the money. So that one client that has some some difficulties, or the person is being difficult, will not say, oh, because you didn't do this, you're not going to get your money, or because they had more expectations than what they actually told you to do, they are not proving difficult, and they're saying, oh, you're not going to get your money, blah blah blah, and all that. HR, is, as you know, HR is the traditional management system, or the bridge between staff and the employers. That's the same way Deal is the same one. You understand? So for collecting money online or from people abroad, you know, there are different platforms for collecting money in dollars or in different currencies. I'm also going to type that in the comments. You can use Clever Banking. Let me just say Clever. You can use Gray. There's cheaper cash too, depending on which one works for you. But I use Clever most times because it's easier. There's PayPal, etc. So these are um, platforms for receiving foreign currency. All right. Then let me see if there's anything I'm missing out in this area so you can move on quickly. Okay, yeah. So as a virtual assistant, what you do, you are not just an employee right now. You are a service provider. You're a service provider. You are providing administrative services or project management services, design services, social media management and content creation, marketing and communication support, customer solutions or customer success services, web design and web development services. So you're not just an employee. Remember, because what you guys have is a contract, not offer letter. You are a service provider. Do you get it? Are you guys still with me? Are you guys still with me? Don't be bored. We're almost done. We're almost done. Just let me know if you are still with me. You can drop an emoji or you can say yes, so I'll know you're still with me. Hello. Okay, I can see someone saying yes. All right, so quickly, let's move. What are the possibilities in this, corporate assistance, field or world? What are the possibilities? What do you stand to gain? Ah, new career path. I like to share my story a lot because when I started as an executive assistant, I didn't know I was going to get into project management or even get into tech or even love it so much or even get into website development. If anybody had told me all of that when I was starting, I would have told them it's a lie. But one of the major possibilities in this field is new career path. It's a stepping stone. Being a corporate assistant is a stepping stone to different things, different possibilities, different career paths you can ever choose. You learn so much. You enter different rooms that ordinarily you will not enter. You're entering meetings that ordinarily you will not enter. Seeing documents that you will never have seen in your lifetime if you are not working with that executive. Having access to mind-blowing, thought-provoking conversations among corporate, as executives. It changes your mindset, changes your orientation, makes you begin to think of yourself in a different light. You begin to see yourself in a different way. You are so exposed. You understand? You are so exposed. Before you know it, you begin to see that you are bigger or you are even talking like you know more than your peers because you actually do know more than your peers because you're being exposed to things that they are not being exposed to. You understand? They begin to see you as someone they look up to because you are beginning to speak like someone different, speaking from a level that is above them. And that's because you are rubbing minds, working with executives, working in high level teams. God, that thing expands your mindset. And right now, I can tell you that if anybody had told me that, I will be someone who has my own, you know, you know, companies and all of those things, I will not believe it. I have software product that I'm building. Even me too now, I'm a co-founder somewhere. And I'm not just one co-founder now. I'm co-founder in many things by the grace of God. No, we are building. And that's because we have had access over the years to mind-blowing conversations, mind-blowing environments. Finding yourself in offices like Microsoft office on the island in Lagos, finding yourself among among business owners, among co-founders. You know, you might not even be speaking there because your job is to come and take meeting notes. Fine, as the executive assistant that you are, or take attendance. Fine, but you are listening. You understand? So that's the most fascinating thing to me about this job. It's very fascinating because it can take you anywhere. And I know of different executive assistants that get to travel the world with their boss. If your boss is someone who travels a lot and needs his assistant, my dear, you have gotten visa. You have gotten a pathway to traveling out of Nigeria. You too, you become someone that I know someone who travels to Turkey monthly or weekly self with his boss, and he's the PA. Just because his boss has to travel all the time, he too has to travel because his boss needs him. Imagine getting international opportunities because you are working with someone. It's mind blowing, I tell you. Mind blowing. That's the most important possibility I want you to see out of this. And then the next one, increased earnings, which I know is why we are here. Increased earnings, competitive salaries, opportunities for bonuses. You know, some people earn their first millions just because they got a job as a virtual assistant for someone in the US or in the UK. You get. So I'm not going to dwell too much on that because we all know that that's why we're in this class. So foreign and international reach, like I said, when you're able to position yourself as someone who can work anywhere because you have international reach. People abroad are looking for people who can work with them in this part of the world, in Africa, in our continent. When you position yourself rightly and you have all the skills it takes, you know, you position yourself automatically. I've worked with people in Germany, I've worked with people in the UK, in the US. You get, so it's amazing. It's amazing what assisting someone in posting online can do as a social media manager. You're helping them to design on Canva, helping them to post, develop caption and post, helping them to grow their social media. People are earning lots of money just by doing that for international clients. So it's really, really amazing. Then the last thing here is upskilling. The fact that you are working with someone who is so knowledgeable as an executive, the person is doing a lot of big things in their space. You are able to develop new skills, able to become a leader, leadership skills, because you're learning from leaders. You are working basically with leaders. You understand? Your mind is so wired to think analytically and strategically now because you're working with those people. Yeah, somebody said you become omnipresent at times, you'll be everywhere, even though you are not in those locations. Exactly. Exactly. Then let's move quickly. It's also good for women who are stay-at-home moms and still people who still want to make money. You can be a stay-at-home mom and still make a lot of money. Um, let's move. I have Q&As, but then I have, if you have questions, you can drop them in the comment section or you can drop them on WhatsApp so that it's easy for me to see. You can quickly drop it in the comment section or you can drop it in the WhatsApp group if you have any questions. We are rounding up right now. We are rounding up right now. Can't believe we spent 2 hours here already. You guys are the new MVPs. Let me drop my own love, because I'm also connected on YouTube. Let me drop my own love. I love you guys so much. You guys have been here since 6 p.m. It's amazing. Amazing. So yes. Where was I? Drop your questions in the comments. Corporate assistance is one of the easiest professions to transition into. From all I've said, you can agree with me that it's really, 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 really one of the easiest, professions to transition into. Okay. Like I said, I have good news. I mentioned earlier that I have good news. Um, what is this good news? Let me quickly drop my opportunity statement. Okay. More people are starting their own companies or being promoted to C-level positions. There are a million businesses all over the world. And even more people are starting their own companies every day. And people need the right set of people to work with them. You understand? They need people with integrity, people with the intelligence and the grit to help them succeed. Number two, executives are now seeing the need for work-life balance. I'm telling you, one of the days of doing everything by yourself, one of the days of dying in front of your laptop or dying of heart attack because you're doing too much. So executives are now seeing the need for work-life balance, and part of that work balance for them means getting someone to help them. So the market for executive assistants, for virtual assistants is not something that will die anytime soon. And number three, integrity is now a scarce commodity. If you are someone who is trustworthy and all of that, you need to be able to position yourself rightly so that they will see you as someone that they can work with. Also, people are looking for pathways into different niches in career. People are looking for pathways to different niches in career. So one of the ways to get into a new niche, if you want to become a financial expert or CFO or whatever, if you want to get into the financial field, all you just need to do is get a job as the executive assistant or assistant to the financial executive, even if you don't have financial knowledge. You learn on the job, especially if they don't say by force, you must be an accounting student or you must have accounting knowledge. One of the best ways to get into to switch in career is to assist someone who is already doing what you want to do. Makes sense, right? Assist someone who is already doing what you want to do. Okay, I can see questions here. Beautiful. How do you manage to be online at all times, especially for someone who is extremely bad with social media? My dear, you have to be online. Oh. If you are bad with social media, you have to learn it because these days, this is the world of social media. This day and age, it's the world of social media. You have to find a way. You have to discipline yourself and you have to put structure to it. You have to structure it. That's the only way to manage being online. Structure it. Find a balance between being online. So if you are like me that doesn't, me too, I don't like being online, but I just have to learn it. For someone like me on LinkedIn, sometimes I don't post in a week, in 2 weeks. If I don't have anything to say, I'm not posting. But when I first started, I started with a structure of posting at least 2 times in a week, or one time, or once in a week rather. And I have a timetable or a content calendar that I worked with. You can use ChatGPT to help you with a content calendar. You can tell ChatGPT, hello ChatGPT, imagine that you are someone, put your profession, maybe you are a lawyer who just wants to transition into corporate assistance, maybe, and you want to get jobs as a legal writer, legal whatever. Imagine that you're all of this, and that you don't have a lot of social media experience. You don't like social media, but you want to get into social media so that you can position yourself rightly for job. Come up with a content plan and a content calendar for me that will help me to show up on social media at least once a week. You will see what ChatGPT will give you. Mind blowing. You can practice it right now. You can practice it right now. It will come up. It will it will show you something. The lady that asked the question, you can do that right now. Shodipe Temilade rather. You can do that right now in ChatGPT and maybe share a screenshot on WhatsApp in the WhatsApp group. Share a screenshot and let us see what ChatGPT will do. Very amazing. It will help you with a lot of content. And then you can set reminders on your phone and say, okay, every 2 days or every 1 week, I want to post online. So it will help. You can even tell it to suggest the caption for you or the content itself. But then you have to make sure that you are original because originality is what attracts people to you. Authenticity. If you come and put fake ChatGPT this thing on online, people can smell ChatGPT these days away, far away. Once they see your chat like this, when they see your write up, you'll say, this person copied and pasted ChatGPT. So let's try to make sure that we are authentic. ChatGPT can help you, but it shouldn't do your job for you. You understand? So Somebody says, this lawyer is very, 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 will I say aggressive now? Sharp, sharp, you want to sue somebody. Now, wow. How do I sue in the event that there's a breach of contract? Is there an online court order that the HR companies than the HR complete online? Well, I don't know about that, if you can sue, but usually those HR platforms help with that. You can report them. There are features in their app. Maybe if you look at Upwork, look at Deal, you can report someone, maybe a client who is refusing to pay or so, or being stubborn. I've never had a reason to do that, but let us also pray that it will not happen. You understand? But in the event that that is happening, there's a feature for reporting. You get, there's a feature to report. Yes, so there's a feature to report. Let me see if there are other questions. For now, no questions. If you have any questions, maybe this masterclass is over and you're just watching us now. If you have a question, you can drop it in the WhatsApp group and we'll be sure to answer you. So let's move. The good news. The good news is here. The good news I wanted to share is right here. Okay. The good news is that I have an intensive closed door 20 days coaching. A closed door 20 days coaching where I will show you, because I can't teach you everything I know in 2 hours or 5 hours. It's a lot, a whole lot. Imagine years of experience in 5 hours. It's not enough. So I have a 20 days or even 30 days, depending on you guys' response on how you guys are vibing with me in class. The last one I did, it was more, I think 3 months. I spent 3 months with them. This is for 20 days, and the classes will be delivered via Google Classroom, Google Meet, and in our WhatsApp group as well. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. Let me show you why you shouldn't miss this. Okay, so this is the Intelligent Assistant Bootcamp. This is all you're going to, strong tips to position yourself as an intelligent person, boost your soft and hard skills, position yourself for hybrid or remote work, become tech savvy, find your niche, and increase your earning power. Basically, you're becoming a workplace asset. That's all I'm going to be training you. I'm going to be holding your hand all through it. Yep. Benefits of this coaching. Benefits of joining this. Okay, how do you join the WhatsApp group? Beautiful. I think, how do we do it now? Do you want to drop? I don't want you to drop your WhatsApp number here. I'm thinking of how we can get you to join your WhatsApp group. How did you join this call? How did you join this platform? You can reach out to the person that shared the link with you, or yes, I think that's what will work. You can reach out to the person that shared the link with you, send a DM to them, tell them that you want to join the WhatsApp group of this bootcamp, of this masterclass rather, and then the person will share it with you, the WhatsApp group with you, or the person will connect you with me. The person will connect you with me. So benefits of this coaching: all the knowledge you need to become a corporate assistant, not just the basic knowledge, but also strong tips to position yourself as intelligent, like I mentioned earlier, to boost your soft and hard and technical skills, position you for remote and hybrid working, improve your chances of getting better paying job, introduction to tech savviness, finding your niche. What do you need for this course? All you just need good internet, working laptop. Phones might work, but you will not get the best because phones can be stressful. It might work, but it will be really, really stressful for you. Readiness to learn, very important. Readiness to learn is super important. In fact, that should have been number one. Then your time and availability, you need to be available. You need to be available for this if you're going to do it. What you learn in this course: effective communication and tools, time management, scheduling, flight travel arrangement. My slide, like I was voting in the last call, my slide was about 100 slides. 100 slides. I prepared 100 slides, about 100 slides to teach you guys. It was a lot of preparation. I mean, I gave it my best. And luckily, from the last cohort, we have a lot of feedback, and we have been fine-tuning the slides, fine-tuning the curriculum so that it will serve you guys better. In fact, this cohort is going to be so different and so much more productive than the last one. I guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. So what you learn in this course, like I was saying, the EA mindset, event planning, tools for work, platforms for expression as as an assistant, rather. All of this is what 1 million safe. Because if I decide to break all of these things you're going to learn into different classes, separate courses, you're going to be paying a lot of money. But we are combining all of this for you. The extra thing you're going to learn in-house Q&A session with an HR personnel. The last cohort also had an HR personnel come to give them insights on how to position themselves, what you should be looking out for when you are applying. You understand? Ebooks, you get some ebooks, optimizing your LinkedIn presence. You can remember when you joined at the beginning, I showed you my LinkedIn profile and how and how attractive it is for anybody who just wants to meet me for the first time. So we help you optimize your LinkedIn presence. I have a lot of people who I have helped with this. Even my dad. I brought my dad to LinkedIn. Is that serious? I said, you this man, sir. People, the world must know what you're capable of. And by the way, my dad is a seasoned legal practitioner, is a lawyer in Nigeria here. Has practiced for over 20 years. Yes, let me say over 20 years. What am I saying? Since I was born, more than that, say. You understand? Even before I was born, he has been practicing. So I brought him to LinkedIn. I brought him to LinkedIn. Yeah. All the places he has ever worked, I put it there for him, helped him with his profile. I said, this man, you need to be part of us in this generation. You understand? So maybe in the WhatsApp group, I can share his LinkedIn profile with you so that you can go and look at my dad. I put all his picture with the um with the wig and gown. You understand? I'm very proud of him. That's why I'm talking about it. Okay. CV reviews. CV reviews, very important. The first thing I did in the last cohort was to start reviewing their CVs, because from day one, I'm going to be sharing with you opportunities applying from day one of the course. You don't need to wait till the end. You understand? Like I said, we learn on the job. So CV reviews using AI to your advantage. I'm sure in this little masterclass now you have learned a little bit of how to use AI to your advantage. AI can create tables for you. AI can examine your document, can do a little bit of data analysis. My God, ChatGPT, if people don't know you don't know what it can do, and different other different things I've done with AI. Let me give you a gist. I used AI to design an award and print, and I gave it to an award maker to make it, and we presented it to someone. AI designed the award. This year, I used AI to design. I just put a prompt in AI. I said, AI, I said to the AI platform, I said, this and this and this is what I want to do. I described what I had in my mind for that award. It's not a regular award that's made with plastic or aluminum. This, my God, if you see, I don't want to share with you because, well, if you join my class, you see it. There's nothing you cannot do. There's nothing you cannot do if you know how to prompt ChatGPT, or if you know how to tell it what to do. Not like you people that will be fighting with ChatGPT and say, "Oh, this is not what I told you to do. Change it. You're not serious." I have some people that communicate with ChatGPT like that. It's funny, nice, but you will not have to do that if you know how to prompt it. Sometimes you have to keep refining your prompt, refining it until it eventually gives you what you want. It's not that intelligent. It's as intelligent as you are. Do you get? Bonus presentation design, agile project management, you know. Somebody said ChatGPT is called GPT. Seriously, you guys? Seriously? I've never heard that before. I think I need to take a screenshot of this part. I think I need to take a screenshot. That's really funny. I'm taking a screenshot of it. That's really funny. For people who don't know what GPT means, please put it in the comment section for them so that they will know what GPT means. Scam. I'm a testifier of ChatGPT. No wonder I've been seeing GPT. I'm like, you guys, are you? Is this a typographical error? Is it autocorrect? No wonder. She just explained the concept behind that GPT now. Really, you guys. That's really funny. GPT means fraud or scam. I hope I got that correct. Fraudster, yes. Okay, let's move. Testimonials. Hmm. These are some of the testimonials, and these are so dear to my heart, and that's why I put them here. Amara is a mother of four. She's a secondary school teacher teaching science in Lagos. I think she's a chemistry teacher or I know she's a science person in Lagos. She joined my career boot camp in January early this year and started applying everything I taught them in the boot camp. And the surprising thing is, out of everyone in that boot camp, she's the only one who practiced everything I taught them. The others will just come online, and some of them will never come to class. Some of them will not practice what I say. At some point, it felt discouraging. Like, because it was free. I'm pouring all my heart into these people, and I'm asking them to do these things, practice what I'm telling you, and they were not practicing. Only this woman was doing it. And whenever she posts on LinkedIn like that, I will go and repost. I will comment. I was so happy that she was doing it, and I kept praying for her. That Lord, open doors for this woman. And guess what? She got a job in less than 3 months, an international job with an international school that teaches its students virtually. She's still doing the same teaching. That's what I mean about transferable skills. You can even be a teacher. I don't know why I forgot to add that part. Transferable skills. She's still a teacher. She's still teaching in a Nigerian job where she still goes to teach physically, right? And she's still doing her online work. She just knows how to manage her time. And they are paying her 250K. 250K. Because the school abroad is owned by a Nigerian, and sometimes Nigerians abroad like to pay their fellow Nigerians in Nigeria back. They pay them in naira instead of dollars. You understand? So that's Amara. Mary joined this last cohort. She's the first graduate who was looking for PPA up and down in Abuja. And she encountered some difficulties with life. Maybe one of her family member had some health challenges, and so she couldn't even attend classes every time. And then she had other things to do as well. But this lady will go back to the recordings every single time. She will go back. She will always disturb me for the recordings. She will go back. And then, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? She sent me a voice note. I wish I can play the voice note for you guys. She sent me a voice note saying, well, let me look for it because I want to read it for you, Babatin. What she said. Let me read. Let me go to the chat and read what she said. Then she now sent a voice note. I was so happy when I received it. She said, where is it? She said, good afternoon, Ma. How have you been? Ma, I am here to thank you for teaching us and for creating your course. It has opened doors for me. It has opened doors for me. I'm going to drop it on the WhatsApp group right now so that you can see it for yourself. Let me take a screenshot with the date so that you can see that it's very, very recent. Very recent. So I'm dropping it in the WhatsApp group right now so you can see it for yourself. This is Mary. Yeah, so you can just drop a thumbs up in the comment section to show that you have seen the screenshot. Yes, that's Mary. And then there's, she she um she would go back to the request, ask me questions in my DM, and then she went the extra mile despite rejection. Let me tell you what this lady did. She was sending DMs to people, potential employers, asking anybody. Some people will just be waiting for application. You just wait for what when you whenever you say application, you are waiting for the application to come instead of going to meet it. So she went the extra mile to be asking people if you know anybody that needs a VA or that needs an EA. I'm looking for so and so. She was sending a CV up and down, sending messages to people, DMs, not just waiting for vacancy opportunities. You get, and that's how she got the job. Someone in her network connected her somewhere, and she got the job. And now they're paying her, I think, about 200 or 250K. I can't remember now. I'll go and check the chat later or listen to the voice note again to be sure. But that's the beauty of it. And the last person, Debbie, she has been waiting for NYC posting, but decided to join our boot camp. And also, she shot her shot to work with an executive as an intern. She went to the person's DM and said she wants to work with the person as an intern. And then the person brought her on board. And she has gained a lot of experience in her 6 months of working with the person. And she has also gotten a lot of interview opportunities just because of that experience that she has gotten as an intern. You understand? So it's a really, really amazing feedback, you know. So yes, like I was joking earlier, if I were to rate this course 1 million naira or 500K, because if you break everything down, because at the end of the day, when you get your job, you're going to be earning way more than this over time. So is really worth this, yes or no? If it is really worth this, you can just put this in the comment section. Just type yes, it is worth it, it is worth it. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. That's not what you'll be paying. The fee for this course is 50,000 naira, but I have, the first people get to pay 30K. It's not, sorry about that. It's supposed to be 30K, not 29K. The first set of people get to pay 30K before January 31st, because the course will be starting most likely in February. So you guys need to, you know, the first set of people to pay will pay 30K instead of 50K. Do you understand? So you can join our wait list. The links to this will be shared on the group. To join our wait list, that's for people who are not ready yet, or you're not sure you have the money yet, but you're looking forward to joining the next course, which is in February. You can fill that link, which my assistant will drop in the WhatsApp group right now. She's going to drop it now. Please, Miss Dami, help me drop it in the WhatsApp group for people who want to join the waitlist. If you want to just register your interest in this course and you're not ready to pay yet until maybe before the deadline. And then for those who want to pay now or pay immediately, you can just register using the seller.co link right there. I'm sure my assistant will do that right now. She will drop it in the group. So thank you so much. This was really exciting, discussing with you guys, sharing the little knowledge I have. It's not knowledge, it's not little, sorry. I cannot belittle myself. The wonderful knowledge I have, shared it with you guys, and I appreciate your engagement, the questions you asked, and I really, really admire your desire for increase, for growth, for career advancement, and I'm really, really rooting for you all. I'm really rooting for you all. Thank you so much, for joining this masterclass. I am sure you've learned a lot. So before we leave, I would like you to drop one or two things that you learned. Drop it right here in the chat. You can no. I think what you guys can do for me is drop it in the WhatsApp group to pepper people that did not join. To pepper people that did not join. You understand? You can drop all that you learned in the WhatsApp. I want everybody to say one or two things that they learned. Do you understand? It helps people. There are a lot of people who need this and are on that group and still did not join. But we forgive them, even though you are still going to pepper them. Yes, certification, definitely. Everyone who participated in this course gets a certificate from the Intelligent Assistant Hub. You get a certification from it. You get a certificate. Yes. Thank you for that question. I forgot to mention that you get a certification for it. And there will also be other courses that I will share with you guys to read up online or to watch online. Several other courses that I will give you, that will, I will give you access to, or I share with you, so to buttress everything I'll be teaching. So you might not even just get only the certification of this course, but you also get certification from all those other ones that I will share with you as well. So it's, you don't want to miss it. Actually, you don't want to miss it. So please, go and prepare them on the group. Start dropping what you learned. Yes. Yes, my assistant has dropped the waitlist link. You can quickly fill it so that you can register your interest, and then you can, we can follow up with you. And if you are ready to pay now, she will also drop the link there. You can pay immediately so that you secure your spot. I don't need too many people. The last cohort I had just 6 people, but this time around, I think I want to increase it to 10 to accommodate more people. And if at the end of the day you guys are more than 10, that's also fine, because I just want to ensure that everybody I come across, lives better than they met me. You understand? So thank you very much, everyone. I'm really grateful to you for staying till now. My God, this is 8:30 already. So let me quickly let you guys go. It's been an awesome time communicating with you or sharing my insights with you. I love you all. God bless you and enjoy your weekend. Remember, if you have any other questions, you can drop it in the WhatsApp group. Bye. Thank you so much.